Good evening, my firing squad of the Killing Wall. See, tonight's a special episode. It's one that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because it's going to be like kicking a fucking hornet's nest, and I love kicking hornet's nests. I really, really do. Because pissing people off is what I live for. And I want you to get pissed. So, let's talk about what we're doing tonight. But first, general order. Number 1. Help Kinko out. Get one of his t-shirts. General order. Number 2. Download Live 365 and listen to Hellfire Radio there. Like the Hellfire Radio page on Facebook. Subscribe to Hellfire Radio YouTube channel. Follow the Hellfire Radio Instagram. Follow us and subscribe to the Twitch channel for Hellfire Radio. And above all else, share, 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 share. Sharing is caring. Takes no money, takes no energy, and it keeps me coming back. And I know how much you fucking love me. So, Firing Squad. Tonight, it's going to be an interesting show. It's going to be an interesting show because it's going to probably piss off a whole lot of people that come in. They're going to see the title and they're going to want to fucking come out for blood. And the title of that episode tonight, who's on the kill order? We're going after anime. That's right. We're attacking the weebs. We're attacking a whole slew of shit. So let's see who we've got reporting in. We've got Sodden Page. We've got Troop Tyler. We've got Troop Beth. I love it. I love it. So we're going after anime tonight. So share the shit out of this. Share it to your groups. Share it to your timeline. Share it to your friends. I want to see a shit ton of shares. Lieutenant Tyson, glad to see you reporting in. I see you there, Troop Mike. Lieutenant Mike. My apologies. See, I don't see too many people too often, so I'm so glad to see so many coming in. So, here's what we're going to be doing tonight, okay? We got a couple of key fucking bullets that we're going to be firing. And first and foremost, let's talk about dub versus subtitle. Now, I know that this has a tendency to be a hyper fucking contentious thing. Some people say that dubs are better. Some people say subtitles are better. You want to know what? Here's the thing. If you can't fucking bother to look down for a split second, or you're standing too close to your fucking TV screen to be able to see words and what's going on the screen, step the fuck back or move your fucking couch back, okay? Plain and fucking simple. It's not that hard, okay? Read the shit. But there's a couple of problems with that. And we're going to talk about those problems right now, okay? You want to know what the problems with that is? You got the problems with the arguments of which is better. We can't get along on this shit, can we? You see, everybody likes to feel that their thing is more superior than another thing, and everybody wants to feel like they're more superior than somebody else because they watch it in the original Japanese, as opposed to reading the fucking subtitles so that you can understand it in English. The fuck is your problem? Why don't you actually appreciate the art for what it is? Why don't you appreciate the writing, the style, the action, the soundtracks, all bunch of other shit that I hear all these fucking people raving and ranting about, yet for some reason I've seen some people say it's the dub, so it's shit. Well, fuck you. Or I've heard some people say, well, it's the subtitled fucking version, and you want to what? I want to watch an anime, not read an anime. Well, fuck you. Nobody has any fucking superiority over another. It's how you digest it that somehow you're judged. Again, as I said it before, I'll say it again. Fuck you! There is no superiority between one or the other. You either go left or you go right. Doesn't fucking matter. Enjoy the art. Because I don't see you running a fucking anime studio, do I? No. So shut the fuck up. Plain simple there. But there's also another problem. Troop Corey, Troop Pay, oh God, Troop Gabby, how you doing? You see, here's the other bit. Here's the problem with subtitles, though. You get shitty translations. That's what happens. Sometimes it takes the whole plot in a whole other fucking direction, doesn't it? When the subtitles are not actually what the fuck it is that got said. Translations are horrible sometimes. But then again, you want to know what? The dubs are just as fucking guilty. Just a little bit. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you gotta fucking wonder what the fuck is really going on. This is where paying attention to the fucking shit going on the screen really does matter. Because context is important. Troop Wendy, glad to see you reporting in. Oh, really? Who's a troop? Who's the troop that got demoted? Who's one of my lieutenants? Oh, my Kiwi troop, James. I didn't see you for a few days. What the fuck's going on with you? Wow. You see, I hate people that flaunt superiority due to recreation. It aggravates the ever-loving shit out of me. Okay? But you want to know what? Poor translations aren't just thrown off. Okay? Aren't just because of the subtitles or the dubs. But the dubs, though, sometimes the quality can throw off a person's enjoyment to such a horrible degree. We've watched animes, I'm sure, where the dub is so fucking off. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, come on. Is that anywhere near what the fuck was said? You know, I've seen some translations of things where I gotta ask myself, what the flying fuck just happened? Ah, there you are, Scratch. Lieutenant Scratch. You see, I've seen the titles of some of these anime translated to English. You see, I would like to think that the title is relevant to whatever the fuck it is that you're watching, I think. Okay? I've seen an anime about a chick owning a cat. It's called Revolver No Refrigerator. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. A complete and total mismatch to what the fuck you're watching. Okay? Revolver No Refrigerator. Complex. That is what a show about a girl owning a cat is. Exactly, Sergeant Page. Exactly. This is what my mind is thinking when I see something like that. The fuck? I mean, seriously. Since when does any of that shit make sense? Don't worry, Troop Tyler. I'm going to be getting there. I'm going to be getting there. Trust me. But also got a couple of other little issues we've got. Okay? Another couple of issues. Okay? Let's talk about the style of anime. The style of anime. That, I think, is just as important, I feel. Okay? Style is the visual form of which you are digesting this shit. Some of it is absolutely beautiful and you want to bask in it. Others, it's like you're getting jammed in the fucking eye by some sort of freaking pastel crayon. There used to be hyper detailed anime. We're talking Fist of the North Star, where you could see every single crease in a laugh line on somebody's face. And then you end up with shit like so non-detailed and hyper simplified that you're like, are you even trying? You know, some studios really go all out, but they go all out in the sense of detailed backgrounds, but the characters look like they're freaking animation cells from Animaniacs. It's ridiculous to me. Really is. You know, they care more about the scratches in the fabric than the structure of the face itself. You notice that? Or is that just me? Am I the only one that has this opinion? You know, I mean, let's really fucking address the goddamn the elephant in the room. Okay, anatomy. Anatomy. In what world is a schoolgirl endowed enough where if she spun on her heels fast enough, could probably shatter a person's cheekbones? Explain this to me. I hurt when I try to think, let alone watch some of this stuff. There is unbelievable amounts of destructive body images in anime. Now, I'm not saying that it needs to change. I'm citing a criticism. That's all. Am I saying it's good or bad? No! But I am saying, what the fuck? I have hair ties that could act as belts on some of the waistlines of some of these characters. But you want to know what? I'll tell you this. They know who their audience is. Let's be real here. They know who their audience is. And we're going to get to that effect later on too. I promise. It's in my talking points. Okay? Okay. All right. Now, some of the body types that I've seen portrayed in a lot of these, and I know I keep on adjusting. It's like I can never find a comfortable way to sit in this chair sometimes. Okay? We'll take something like Aeon Flux. Not Aeon Flux. Sorry, not that. Fist of the North Star. All right? It's like they took a pyramid, drew 2 stick legs on it, 2 stick arms on it, but made the chest so obnoxiously broad. I don't think these guys can legitimately walk through a door frame facing it. They have to turn sideways to walk in and out. Hypermuscular. All right? They're carrying close to about 435 pounds of muscle on legs that couldn't leg press a shoe. I'll get there, Tyson. I promise. Okay? And then you've got the style that DBZ has done, where basically all you have to do is change the hair of whoever the fuck it is, and boom, you've got the same exact characters. There are like 9 characters that look exactly the same. You just got to change the hair. And DBZ, I'll get to the plot stuff. That's also in my talking points, I promise. DBZ's of, oh, fucking hell, Jesus. But, you know, you take a look at some of the shit and you're like, why is there no originality to the style anymore? Or detail anymore? You know, it's sad. It's sad to me. I know they could do better. But there's something else, though. And I've seen all the styles of anime be guilty of this. And some of you will agree. It starts off with one word. You want to know what that word is? I'll tell you what that one word is. That word is blood. Not necessarily the presence of it, but how it's portrayed when it's exiting the body. Some of you know what I'm talking about. The slice and the spray. I've seen pressure washers on full fire water with less pressure than a blood spray from a body when a limb gets severed. Have you seen that shit? With the pressure that's going off, Somebody is completely and totally bled dry within a second. Blood. Something as simple as fucking anime blood. You know, a decapitation, you'll get a couple of spurts. But what you're not going to get is something that could be the Duomo fucking fountain in Vatican. You're not going to get that. The guy gets his freaking arm sliced off, I swear. They decided to freaking animate exactly how Yellowstone will fucking let loose. I don't get it. I don't get it. And with that kind of spray and pressure, somebody would be liable to be getting hurt when they're getting sprayed with that blood. Yet you see 3 and 4-year-olds that are standing in front of this body that's getting decapitated and mutilated and dismembered, and they're just getting 4 or 5 drops upon the face with their eyes wide open like this. Let me tell you something, okay? When blood sprays and blood spatter happens, it's not 2 or 3 drops upon the face. You get a crimson mask. Simple. And it gets in your eyes. Okay? And you can't see. And yet somehow, the way anime has a tendency to animate blood is so unrealistic. Completely unrealistic. And you can't say, well, it's cartoon. It's animated. You can't tell me that and in the same fucking breath justify the individual hair follicles on an areole of the schoolgirl that just got her shirt ripped off by a fucking purple tentacle. Taking the time to be that pristine and realistic with that, but not realistic with that. You can't. You can't have it both ways. All right? You can't. Now, let's talk plot, the writing, and some of these things. I'm seeing stuff here in the chats here. I'm just going over it. Tyler makes a good point. There we go. I'm sitting Indian style on my goddamn chair. Quality has been sacrificed for the almighty dollar. That is a very solid point, Tyler. There are a lot of studios that are cutting corners with their animation specifically to pump out content. I get it. But you know what? I'd rather wait 3 months for a kick-ass freaking anime than one done within 20 minutes. But that's just me. Now, the plots. It's going well, Sheena, and I apologize. I just saw your comment right now, and I'm glad to see you reporting in. We're just attacking anime tonight. You see, let's cite Dragon Ball Z. It was pointed out. Okay? Dragon Ball Z is best portrayed by this simple plot emphasis. Okay, I could sum it up in 3 seconds. Not 3 seconds, but you get my point. Fairly quickly. Okay? Somebody's coming that has bigger hair than me. Okay. Train for about 15 episodes to fight. Enemy kicks everybody else's ass except you. You end up kicking enemy's ass. Lather, rinse, refucking-peat. That's Dragon Ball Z. There's somebody coming that has either no hair or bigger hair than me. Train for 15 episodes. Enemy kicks everybody else's ass. Hero kicks the fucking enemy's ass. Everybody's happy. Celebration. Lather, rinse, repeat. And it just keeps going on and on and on. I dare you to fucking argue that. Okay? And some of the plots are just downright fucking ridiculous. I don't know if anybody's seen it. There is a meme that's going around where there's a girl where somebody's saying, "Can you tell me what a common anime plot is?" or something along those lines. I forget the fucking setup for it. But the point was this. In the beginning, girl just wants to find her cat, but in the end has to fight God and kill God. That's an anime movie. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty damn sure that's about 150 to 300 anime movies. I think. There's a lot of silence, I noticed, amongst the troops. Either A, I'm hitting you guys with a lot of truth, or B, y'all are just laughing so hard. I'm not wrong. Well, take a look at the plot of one of the Japanese and anime-based video games, Final Fantasy VII. One of the great fucking anime fanboy, raise the sign deals. Okay. Final Fantasy VII was basically, when my mommy's an alien, I'm going to hit a city with a rock and fail at it. That's Final Fantasy VII. There's argument. If you ever want to start a flame war in an anime fucking in a Final Fantasy fan page, and you walk in and you say Kefka is better than Sephiroth, Kefka being the main antagonist in Final Fantasy VI. You want to know what? It shuts people up immediately when you point out the fact that that plot point with Sephiroth, okay, the plot point with 6 and its villain, he ended the world halfway through the game. Whiny mama's boy that tried to hit a city with a rock and lost ended the world halfway through the game. One of these things just doesn't belong here. But people like Sephiroth. Why? Because he looks like the classic Japanese stereotype of a villain. Long, flowing silver hair, black trench coat, carrying around one of the most impractical weapons of the time, a Nodachi. For those of you that don't know, a Nodachi is like a 9-foot long fucking blade on a handle about that big. Don't even get me started on Naruto, Tyson. I'll get there. It's the writing is so out of left fucking field. At times, you struggle to under fucking stand it. Okay? The originality of them is ridiculous too. It's always the same fucking thing, if you think about it. It's either love me senpai, because girls want to get the attention of a guy, fight amongst one another, get the guy. Or there's a demon that's coming to Earth, and the chick wants the guy. And the guy happens to be the one savior to humanity. Somebody get a screenshot of that, because that's fucking epic. And that's it. It's over and fucking over again. Don't worry, it's coming, Tyson. You know, they'll come up with some sort of originality. We're talking mainstream, independent, you name it. Glad to see you reporting in, Lieutenant Quack Quack. Because a lot of these animes are loaded with tropes. They thrive on tropes. Be it the romantic trope, the demonic trope, or the ninja trope. And yes, I'm going with the ninja trope. Good. They'll love this fucking briefing, troop. They'll love this group. They'll love this briefing. The troops will love this briefing. I guarantee it. So, I just got done talking about blood spray, Troop Takara. I just got done talking about blood spray. It's funny, when people come into the briefing and they show up late, it's always after what it is that they like has already been spoken about. You know, there's anime that exists that's good, but at the same fucking time, it's loaded with such fucking, like, are you kidding? You know? But then those tropes carry over into something else. Something else that, dear God, I have to take my glasses off at. One word. Hentai. Yes, I just said it. Hentai. Lolly. Shit. Why? Why? Okay. It bred a culture. It bred a culture. It bred a culture. Okay. Incest. Incest hentai. I don't even have to fucking say anything. Combine the two. I hesitate. Dick tentacles. Dick tentacles. And oh my God. I'm not one to judge. I'm not. But dick tentacles. I want you to think about that for a second. Okay? The fuck is wrong with you? What's funny is that a lot of the time, the porn that's made of the mainstream characters, which they do, is done by the same artists that do the PG stuff and the G-rated stuff. Sometimes it's the same one. You know, I don't feel it's a good thing when you see in print anime, also known as manga, right next to it. There are certain questions I don't want answered. Really. Like, I do not want to learn how well hung Pikachu is. Okay? It's no. No. No, it's not, Tyson. That's legitimate. That's just American animation. It's not anime. Um yeah, I'm trying to get the idea of dick tentacles out of my fucking brain. That shit infests and it doesn't go away. Legend of the Overfiend. La Blue Girl. We're going to talk toxic culture right now, Tyler. We're going to talk about it right now. Okay? A lot of the fandoms that are generated by a lot of these particular types of anime niches are some of the most toxic cultures out there. Mostly out of a necessity to feel superior to one another. Okay? Pokemon culture, very fucking toxic. Yes. Okay? People that dig on varying forms of Naruto, very toxic. Last Airbender, toxic as fuck. You actually got that on your fucking soundboard, Corey? Dick tentacles. Okay. Some of the fandom is so fucking toxic it hurts. All right, Troop Gabby, hit the rack. You're hereby dismissed. Last Airbender, Dragon Ball Z fandoms, Yu-Gi-Oh fandoms. Hell, I know people that won't know to shut the fuck up about Yu Yu Hakusho. Although I know somebody that loves it to death, and you want to know what? That's their jam, cool beans. But when you try to reference it to everything, it becomes a problem. And at the same time, though, I know people that love more than anything else to point shit out about the flaws of other anime as opposed to theirs. Yet theirs is a gigantic glass fucking house. And the toxicity that is bred between them all is nightmarish. It's nightmarish. Okay? Even like, I'll cite two good examples before I go to my normal AMA section. Okay? One. Okay? The games. All right? people that like shit like Persona or Doki Doki Literature Club, shit like that. You know, I'll even cite one that's still in production, Yandere Simulator. All right, I miss the days when people just appreciated the art form for the art form itself. Mobile Gundam, or just Gundam, before they added Gundam Wing or Mobile Task Force Gundam, and God knows how many other different fucking stereotypes they threw in there, left or fucking right, or subtitles in one way or the other, to order to be able to rehash the same fucking shit over and over again. Okay, it's getting ridiculous now. And people are saying that one is better than the other. I actually got into a little bit of a discussion before the show with someone over how 2000 Vampire Hunter D is better than the original. I disagree personally, but you want to know what? If that's your jam, by all means. But I know people that will legitimately like fucking fracture families over that shit. It's ridiculous. Okay? So, you know, you've got that. But then again, I also know people that take things just an extra 2, 3, 4, 500 steps too far. All right? I knew somebody that when the Studio Ghibli studio caught fire, they were on their knees crying harder than when an election was won by somebody that they didn't want. Cried harder that Studio Ghibli studio burnt down. Priorities. You know, I get an appreciation. I understand that. I do. You know, I have an appreciation for gaming. Truly. Now I have an appreciation for gaming. I'll show you I have an appreciation for gaming, okay? That's my appreciation for gaming right there. All right. I seriously appreciate people that love things, but at the same time, let some shit go. All right. I remember when Ranma 1.5 was a thing, and people were obsessed with that. It needed to end. And let's open it up. It's that time. Mini rants for the next 10 minutes at least. I will gladly do some mini rants for the next 10 minutes. Scratch, if you want to get the fucking, don't get me started on freaking soundboard, you're probably going to get it pretty soon. But yeah. Oh, I got messages, probably from people. Yep. That's what I'm getting. Got some people less than happy, which means I got people pissed, which is what I love doing. I want you to get pissed. Really, Paige? Yeah, somebody said that. Okay, they can't tell the difference between the real and the fantasy. All right, let me tell you something about that shit. Okay, people that have a tendency to separate things that are not necessarily, they're not necessarily real, but take it as real and are waiting for something like that to real. You need to get your fucking head examined, get off your fucking ass, and make it real. Okay, the weapons in the shows, Tyson, don't get me fucking started about the weapons in the show, okay? I wish they had attachments like that shit to a single fucking gun, because that shit'd be fucking awesome. But no, instead, they take things to a hyper-realistic nature, to the point where if you were to put a fucking bullet through something, it shoots through schools. Yes, it does. And you want to know what? Something along those lines with that kind of level of power, nobody should have. Hell, there's an entire anime where girls are rocking out to Metallica while driving around in Panzer tanks, racing. Gunblades, okay? I've seen the practicality of gunblades, Troop Takara. Let me tell you something about gunblades, okay? Gunblades do have a good fucking effect. What they're good for is you shooting them so the other enemy can actually kill you faster. Because those things are so inaccurate, it's not even funny. I'm sorry, did you just say that a mama's boy that can't get the job done and got stopped by a guy, a fucking dude with his arm missing, some chick that has an overly impossible buck and bust line, somebody that likes to think that she's a Native American, and their pet little dog is a hell of a lot more potent and capable than a guy that ended the world? Legitimately, the anime version of the Joker, but a god. Are you fucking kidding me? With an entire score written by Nobuo Uematsu, who is a god. He is the John Williams of anime and gaming. When he goes, I'll cry because of his work. Because it's all his. It's no one else's. I think it's called Panzer. God, I can't remember the name of it because it was fucking ridiculous. I watched like 3 episodes. Anime dating simulators. Let me tell you something about those. Oh God, anime fucking. Don't get me started with that shit because you never get what it is that you're hoping to actually find. They're mostly nothing more than clickbait in order to be able to get you to pay to see somebody in their bras and panties, and that's it. You never actually get the full fucking experience unless you know where to look. That shit's ridiculous, Takara. Sephiroth can hang himself by the belt of his damn trench coat. Trigun's okay. Trigun is okay. And Paige, don't fucking judge. I remember Genguro Girl. I remember there was a character on Trigun that looked like Oddjob and was shorter, and for some reason had the ability to control everybody around him. It was epic. He did, he just never bothered to fucking use it. Either that or his mommy Genova fucking told it off and bent him over a fucking rock that she meant to have crash into Midgar and slammed it against his ass. Wah. I'm half alien, so I'm gonna try and destroy a city. A city. A city. Kefka won. There are great fucking animes out there, seriously. But there are some that you gotta sit down and watch, you know. And there's some anime that does need to end. You know, they're legitimately pumping out new episodes of the shit left and fucking right. And you gotta say to yourself, can you please stop? Can you please stop? Quit rehashing. Innovate. Come up with something different. Key point, okay? Dragon Ball Z. It's done. It should be done. It should never come out. It should never come out again. Ever. Okay? One Piece should end. It's been around too long. It needs to go away. Okay? Okay. Now, if you want to talk about something fucked up when it comes to hentai or anime porn, explain to me this. Why is it that even the willing, when it comes to sex, sound like they're being mutilated? Explain that to me. I think I did an episode on porn a while back. I cited that. A lot of Japanese adult film, the shit with and without mosaics, this is the girl. 99% of the time, this is the girl. Why? You asked for the D. Am I like raping you and not realizing it? You wanted the D. I'm giving you the D. Why are you sobbing like a 6-year-old that just got impaled on a fucking sausage? I wouldn't know what that sounds like, but still. Biggest turn off on the planet. You go from this right down to this. But seriously, folks, you know, find some of the old school stuff. It's really great. Okay, even Astro Boy. One Punch. That's what I think of it. Yeah. Yeah. I think that for what it is, it's okay. It's okay, Scratch, but not my thing. You know, I like the old school Ghost in the Shell. The original. Aki was my shit. I don't think I've seen that one, Taylor. I'll have to check it out. That's true, Takara. Not everybody can stomach some shit. You know, there was an entire wiki that was created just for the bath scenes in anime movies and shows. For bath scenes. A wiki. I don't think I need to say more on that. Anyways, folks, I think that's going to end it for tonight. I want to thank you all for reporting in. This is a rough one because there's potential. Takara, watch Legend of the Overfiend. There's nothing but rape scenes in that. Mononoke was a Studio Ghibli film. I've seen it. It was okay. You know, I'm just, you know, anime, it's a take it or leave it kind of thing, you know. You're also talking to somebody here that used to wake up at like 6:15 in the morning just to watch Sailor Moon when he was younger. Because let's face it, when you're in your early teens, anything that makes you fap is definitely awesome. And Sailor Jupiter was my shit. Anyways, I hope you all have a very wonderful evening. Thank you for reporting in for the 50-second briefing of the Killing Wall. I want you all to remain locked, cocked, ready to rock. And if I see any of you rocking any Hello Kitty stickers on your helmets, I will personally whip you. Have a great night. And as always, stay frosty. You're hereby dismissed.